Hi everybody, this is Thelma of Seasonal Crafts and Creations. I hope everybody's doing well. This is it's Monday afternoon that I'm doing this, but it's airing today, which is Tuesday, and I'm going to call it a bonus because I went to the store to Dollar Tree for extra cleaning supplies, health and beauty, some makeup, some seasonal, and went to Walmart, and I wanted to show you the price and the size of something that I bought. So that's in on the haul that aired earlier today. But I had a doctor's appointment today, Monday, and normally the ride there and the ride back, it tuckers me out. So today I went ahead and did like my son and husband always asking me, why don't you take a break and rest and relax and get revived, and you feel so much better. Well, I laid down with Snuggles, one of my cats, the orange one that you can see, and we named him Snuggles because that's what he likes to do, is get up on you and snuggle. And we ended up taking a 3-hour nap. And now it's 7:30 p.m. and I feel like just doing some, whoops, no you don't, go on, no, go on. That's Butterscotch, my other cat, go on. He's the oldest of them all. He is 12 years old. And no, that means that way too is off. Go on. Go on. You can't come over here, baby. Anyway, they pick their times. They want to be on the video too. But he's happy just laying right there. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I decided I felt like wanting to do some extra crafts, just relaxing, and I decided to share them with you, with my family here on YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera down so you can see the first thing I'm working on. Now, I got this from the Dollar Tree. They're these little wooden boxes, and you can get them with, this is butterfly, but you can get them with stars and all different kinds of stuff. Anyway, I'm wanting to paint, I wrote it down here, the box a light pink and the front a white. So after you take the tag off, go ahead and let's take the drawer itself out, and all we have to do is paint the two sides, the top and the back, and just make sure you lay them the right way. That's why you got to take the tag off, because you don't want the tag showing on the back. But I'm painting the box pink, which is, I'm using pink polish from Walmart. And you can use any color you want. And I'm using a brush that I'm just checking it first. I always check them. One of those, I couldn't talk. And I'm just putting a real good coat on. You can use any shade of pink if you want to go pink. They have also cameo pink. That's a real beautiful color. And then they also have this pink polish at Walmart. And I believe these are like 53 cents. I might have bought one that was 97 cents, which is still cheap in my opinion. But it's good quality paint. And all you need is to put on one real good thick coat. And make sure you do the little trim here. And we want these real good and dry before we put the drawers in so they don't stick. But I'm showing you how to do the edges there. Just get a little bit of paint on your brush and dab it, and then Just go around and do that to all 4. Now the bottoms you don't have to paint because 2 bottoms are going to sit on top of 2 of them. So 2 tops you don't have to paint, and all 4 bottoms you don't have to paint. So let's go ahead and continue painting. Okay, while those are drying, I'm going to paint the front of this where the butterfly, not the sides or anything. I'm painting mine white. You can paint yours any color you want, but I'm just getting a brush and dabbing it. And just hold it up and you can even distress yours if you want, but I'm not doing that. Try not to get the paint where I did right now, right here. That way it won't stick. And just put a nice smooth coat on. Just do that if it gets on the inside. Since it did, I'm going to go ahead and paint all of the inside right here, the trim work. That way it looks nice and neat. And just make sure you get a nice smooth. I'm putting 2 coats on, so it might take a little bit longer to dry, but this is quick drying paint. And that's what it should look like. I'm just setting them off to the side to let them dry. Okay, now that these are dried, on the 2 that you didn't paint the tops, put you some glue. Just a small amount going all the way around. Be kind of fast at it because this glue tends to dry kind of fast sometimes. I'm just going around. It doesn't have to be straight. Just put it on like that. Make sure you have the front facing you. And even it up so it dries nice and smooth. And I'll do the same for this one. Okay, let me peel this off because some of it dried and it's thick right there. So put you some more glue. Push down, make sure it dries nice and snug. Now, on one side, just apparently you didn't have to paint some on 2 of the sides too, but it doesn't matter. Just get you some glue going all the way around it. Now even it up. these boxes aren't exactly measured and cut the same. As you can see how they're like that, but that's okay. Now you can put your drawers in. Give me my glue gun. And I'm just leaving mine slightly open because I'm going to put some flowers down in them. So these you can close for now. And they don't have to be the same. You can, like, one could be pulled open farther than the other one. Okay, let me grab my flowers. Okay, I have some greenery here and some little blue flowers and some baby breath. So I'm going to take my wire cutters and let me grab them here. There, I moved my thing and forgot. I'm just taking some ivy. Stick some, cut any of the excess stem off. It'll look better that way. And just stick you some down in there. And use your stem if you have one like this and put it on and then snip it off. Just shove it right back down in the, if I can find the one it goes with, but there you go. And then just snip the extra off. Sometimes it's hard, depending on how thick that wire is. And then get you some, I'm using these blue flowers. And snip them off. I'm leaving the leaves on it. I'm just going to bend them a little. Put down in there. Then I'm going to have a little bit more ivy coming out right here. And some more flowers. Just open them up, arrange them how you want. And again, you can have the ivy that flows downward, which I have a little bit, but it's not a lot. And this is the bendable kind. You can bend. Bring that drawer out. Bring this one out. I'm going to bring it around, come on this side. I'm going to add a little bit more flowers. That came right out of the stem. Put the leaf back in. And then put the stem back in there. I'll just cut it, bend it, and then do the same down here on the bottom. Just going to find a little bit of ivy. Twisting it, sticking it in there. Now remember, I have some baby breath I'm going to add in here too, just to fill in some of the blank spots. And just make sure you leave your leaf on, that way it'll look better. Look at it. It's looking real nice. I think it just needs some baby breath. But again, you can use any flowers that you have on hand. That's what I'm doing. I'm just getting in my stash. Pushing some baby breath up on the stem so there'll be a bundle of it. And I'm bending the stem a little. Put this down under the flowers. There you go. Fluff them little flowers as you go. And then I'm going to put this one going straight down like that. Excuse me. Still getting over this scratchy throat from, well, I had a sinusitis and upper respiratory infection, and plus add in my allergies. I was really feeling good there for a while. But I'm not complaining because other people out there have it worse off. That's what I think every time something happens. Other people have it worse off. Alright, let me look at this. Alright, this is what the finished project looks like. Let me know what you think. Let me fix this down here a little. I shut the drawer on it too much. You just have to rearrange as you go, and make sure the drawers are back enough to where they don't want to fall out as you pick them up. And there it is. I think if you add a little pink with the blue, which I don't have, all I have are these little red ones. I could probably cut the stems off and then see how this looks. One on each side here. A little bit of color. Fluff that little flower out. I think that looks pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're going to make one of these on your own, did I inspire you? But I bought these little boxes thinking I'll end up thinking of something to make out of them, and it just hit me today. Okay, let me get ready for my next project I'm going to be doing. Okay, next I have this small miniature. It's called a wood gift box. It has a little lock right here. opens and closes. What I'm going to use on it is this Folk Art Extreme Glitter Hologram. It's superior coverage glitter finish acrylic paint, and it came from Walmart. And I'm going to use this brush I got from the Dollar Tree, which is where I got this from. And I want to see how, I've never used them, but I bought them a while back. Anyway, I'm just going to slowly start putting it all over. Now, open it up, that way it's not going to stick. And just put a nice even coat all over. Comes down on the sides, just hurry up and get it before it runs. Just put it, see how it's real shiny, and I'm going to put that on the sides too. Whoa. Okay. Now just put a little on the bottom on the side, because you don't want it to run down in there where to stick the lid to the bottom. Just put just a little bit on at a time. Well, got it all over the lid there. And just do the whole thing like that. Okay, the glitter paint has dried, and as you can see, look how pretty and shiny that is, all glammed up. And I left this right here where the key would go down and put it right there. That way it kept the sides from touching, so they wouldn't dry shut. But now you can take it and you can close it. Now I have some of these stickers from Crafter Square that I'm going to be using. This one right here. And I'm thinking of Mod Podging it on. And I'm going to use the matte water-based sealer glue and finish, and this old brush here that I would be throwing away, but I think I'm going to keep them just to use with the Mod Podge. And you just take your sticker. It's real good and sticky, but I still think it needs a little bit of help to stay stuck on there. So I'm just going to put a little bit right there. Put it over the whole thing. The way it makes it look the same, all shiny. Well, a little bit more shinier than... Okay, and make sure you even it out and have up the way you need it. Just make sure it's centered and straight. Now just push down on it. Now this is like a 3D effect. It's the pink part lays flat, but then the roses and the butterfly with the green here, it's kind of raised up off the back of off the pink, is what I'm trying to spit out there, but I can't talk. But just keep pushing down to make it Mod Podge seal it. And I'm going to put a little bit on top. Just remember, it will dry clear even though it looks like it's white. But try to get it as nice and smooth as you can. And here's your nice little trinket box. And as you can see, it opens and closes. You can leave it just sitting out, just looking for decorative purposes, or you can put little gems in it, or earring, the studs would be good for that. I'm just adding to it because I've seen some spots that I didn't get the Mod Podge on. Okay, let's set this aside. And this next project is this little wood box, that's all it says, with the butterfly. And it comes wrapped in plastic. I guess it's to keep the lid on and keep it protected. Just be careful that you don't scratch it up. It's a little tricky to get it over the corners. Let me know if any of you enjoy in your spare time just crafting like this for fun. Okay, that's what it looks like. Wow, it's pretty deep. It's at least 3 inches. And I'm going to paint the bottom all the way around white. That's Mod Podge. I'm just going to paint it white all the way around. I'm just using a regular paintbrush. Just put a little bit. And just put a nice thick coat on if you can. If you get too much, you can always just put it on the other side. Like I'm doing. Just go all the way up to the top and do all 4 sides. Make it nice and smooth. I put enough paint there to do almost 2 sides. But that's okay. It works out good. Just getting the corner there. And this is already dry, and that's how fast it is to dry. Always do the corners like that. So let's just do the other one. Let's put 2 coats on. I think that would look nice. Okay, while this is drying, we're gonna work on the top, the lid. Lost an earring here. I don't know what it is with me and earrings here in the past 2 weeks. None of them will stay in my ear. Okay, I picked out several small paintbrushes to work around and on the butterfly, but using the same paintbrush. Start on the outside. Just get you just a little bit of paint. 3 little dots should do it. Start right here. I'm doing the top before I do the sides. And just small strokes, but get it thick. That way you only have to go over it this one time and let it dry. But look at the lid. It engravings in there where you can see through it. Just nice small strokes, slowly going in. Now smooth it out. Real easy. I'm getting as close as I can to it with this brush without messing up the butterfly. Make sure to smooth the lines out. And I have to watch it because of my wrist jerk from, I forget what I've got wrong with them. I'm supposed to wear those wrist guards, but they hurt. Those wire things, the steel rods. And while I'm crafting, I can't wear them anyway. Okay, take some of this, go back over this. Nice and smooth lines. Okay, now let's work somewhere else. I'm starting to get nervous with the butterfly. If you get too much paint on the top, I'll show you as soon as I get finished here. Just use it for the side. I'll show you. Just go ahead and do one side. I'll take a little bit more to finish up that side. Again, a good thick coat, that way it just has to dry one time. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and just look and see if there's any streaks. Get it nice and smooth. Okay, I gotta rest my wrist because it's starting to hurt. Okay, I've decided now, instead of putting the paint on it, to put it in the palette. And I'm starting out with this little brush, and then I'm figuring going in, the closer I get to the butterfly, this. So I'm just going to take my time and show you how I'm doing it. Just put a nice thick coat on. That way you don't have to go back over it. Just take your time. And these harder spots, like, see how the tail of the butterfly right there goes in? That's where that little one will come in at. Make sure it's nice and smooth. I think I have a hang. Watch out for them. They could really mess up your, well, your canvas, I call it. Those stray hairs. I'm going to take my scissors and cut that. That way it makes it nice and smooth. Just keep going at a straight line. I'll start right here, work my way down. Just take your time. Just make sure you're following the line. And stay on the outer end of it that way. As long as you don't cover up the butterfly line, you're doing good. And if you do like I did, it's okay. You can cover it up with the paint that you're going to paint your butterfly. A nice small angled brush would be good too. I looked, I couldn't find one. I had them before, but I guess they went bad and I threw them away. I go through the brushes. I guess I need to spend a little bit more money and get a better quality, because you get what you pay for. Okay, smooth it out. I think it's coming along nicely. Just remember, take your time if you're a beginner. Well, even if you're not, you know, to take your time. Okay, now I see some that I missed right there. Okay. See, it's easy to do. I did it without that real tiny one. I have a contest going on, a giveaway, for those of you that are new or returning and don't know. All you have to do is watch my videos, leave comments, and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell right next to it so you won't miss any future uploads. And leave a comment, let me know you entered into the giveaway and what it is. once a week during the DIY, I will add an item to the prize box, the giveaway box, and once I reach 500 subscribers, I'll do a drawing during one of these DIYs and announce the winner. And the winner has 1 week to reply, so I can get in touch with them and arrange for me to mail the package out to them. And if I don't hear from you in a week, then I'm going to have another drawing, and it'll have to go to somebody else. And it's only good for residents of the United States. And the box that I picked, it's a big box. It's already almost full. A little bit more and I won't be able to close the lid on it, and I'll have to get a bigger box. But I put stuff in there like makeup, skincare products, face mask, nail polish, eyeshadow, ribbon, I'm trying to think, ribbon, I've got one of these cutters here. It's a set similar to this one, but it's one that came from the Dollar Tree. One of those are in it. All kinds of stuff that you can ship easily through the mail. And there's going to be more newer things added each week, like I said. But I'd really love to have you as part of my family here on YouTube. And just leave a comment. And every now and then I'll ask a question. What it is, I'll ask you to do something, to name off something. And if you are subscribed to my channel, because I'll check, and you reply with an answer to that question, then you'll get an extra entry into the contest. And I'm already at 118 subscribers, so there's going to be quite a bit of stuff. But just make sure you leave a comment, let me know that you entered into the contest. That way I got your name to jot down and put in the drawing box. Okay, I'm going to go around just a little bit more and do like a second coat real close to the butterfly. And then we're going to paint the butterfly. Okay, I'm going to go get some more paint and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm taking purple pansy, put just a little dot. And the real tiny paintbrush, stir it up. I couldn't find black or my burnt umber, so this body part here, I'm painting this, and it's going on great. have to hold my wrist. It's beginning to want to do its little dance. It's called neuropathy or something like that. I forget the name of it, but I'm losing feeling in my fingertips, and my wrist just like jumps like that. And sometimes when I try to open something, it'll feel like my wrist is getting sprained, like when you sprain your ankle or something. And just simple things, sometimes I can just move it like that, and they sharp pain goes up it. But on these, just take your time anyway, because it's such small area to paint. Little bitty sections. I don't like it when the brushes starts getting loose and starts working its way out. Okay, now up here. There we go. Whew, got it. Now, the little bitty, I don't know, antennas? I don't know what they're called. How many people out there love butterflies? I just think they're beautiful. I remember when I was a kid, I used to see more butterflies, big ones and different colors, than I do now. I just see them little bitty white ones and like that. Excuse me. Now I'm just going to go over it one more coat. Not the little top things. Okay, thought I had a paper towel, so I'm just going to dab this on here. I do. I shouldn't have done that. Now, take some of this white, stir it up, put it in the purple pansy, make it lighter. Just try to stay over in one corner, that way you're not constantly getting that dark in there and have to start over. Okay, wipe your brush off real good. And then get you some paint. What you just mixed up. And I'm going to start here on the outside. Now if it doesn't turn out the color you want, go ahead and put this one coat on and then go with a different color if you want. I'm putting one real thick coat on. I'm just going to go down to here. Okay, now do this side. Now look at it, make sure the coloring's the same. It doesn't have to be perfect because they're not. There's always different shades going through their wings. Okay. Now get you some, I'm getting some fuchsia if I can find it. Or maybe I'm going to do this one here in red, so I'll leave that there. I think I'll go Cloudless, that's the name of it. Just a little. Stir it up. Okay. Again, I'm starting over here. The reason I skipped one, I'm wanting my dark colors to show, and then I'm thinking of putting a light yellow right through there. And remember, just a nice thick coat. Okay. Now I'm doing the other side. And remember, if you're learning to paint or learn to paint again like I am. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Even when you go to buy something in a store, if you look at it, everything's not all even with the line and all that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this and this and this blue color too. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. One second, that little piece didn't pop through when they was cutting it. There it is. Let me know if you like the projects that I'm doing today, if you want to see more like this. You know, painting canvas on like the wood things here. Because I like it. It's relaxing. I love the paint. I'm going to put another coat on. And the other side too. Alright. Just gotta get some of this paint off this brush before I set it aside. Now, I said yellow for this here. Where'd my yellow go? There it is. Sometimes it's just hard to get out. Okay, you don't need a lot. Just dab it in there. Oh yeah, that yellow looks good in between that purple and blue. Let's go right back over it. Give it a good 2 coats. Let it dry in one. Okay, now I'm doing these 2 in yellow. And the other side. me go back over this one. It's fading into the wood. Okay, now let's see. I think I'm going with pink next. Pink there, and on the tips right here. Whoops. It's a lot more than I thought. Okay, now I'm going to go paint them all and then come back and put another coat on top, because this wood is really making, that paint's really seeping into the wood. I almost forgot about these. Look how big they are. And let's see. Yeah, that needs a little bit more pink. Okay, that's it on the painting. Now, I'm going to add some little jewels, I guess, jewel stones. Just put my paint brushes off to the sides, the ones that I used. Didn't use them. Okay. Now, I have these little, they're stickers. There's 100 of them, and they're these. Trying to figure out which way they open. Oh, okay. You can use any these or any other type, or you don't have to put any on at all if you don't want to. But what I'm doing, once I get these out that's stuck, I'm putting one in each corner with a little bitty one. other side. Push down pretty hard. Oops. Just push down pretty hard and make sure they stick. If they don't, you can always use Mod Podge or glue. Wow, that's really on there. That's some good glue. Oh, wow. Went flying across the table. Okay, now get these little ones. Now they come in a bunch of different sizes. Where'd it go? Okay. It's got one small one on top of it. How little that is. Can't get it off my thumb. I'm trying to put it back on the thing here. There. Alright. Here's the box. And this is the finished product. I might even come back later and put one on a big one here and work my way to smaller on each side, but it really depends. I think I like it like it is because I want the butterfly to be the main focus. Alright, I want to thank y'all for stopping by and checking out my channel here. I hope you enjoyed this bonus DIY. Now it'll be showing tomorrow, well, Tuesday, today, and as a bonus, plus there's going to be another haul. I normally have them on Mondays, but I have a haul that's airing today too, so be sure to check them out. Alright, until next time, bye.